How did you meet, by the way, Ms. Gary?
This is an embarrassing story.
Lisa was working for a consulting company, and I was one of her potential clients. And I called her and said, how about dinner? She went back to office and said, finally, I'm going to close the deal. I'm going to sell him business. So we go out to dinner, and I tell her very calmly that, you know that we're going to get married.
First date. I went to work the next day. I said, how am I going to get rid of this guy?
And 4 months later, she moved out to California, and we got married.
Both Ron and Lisa moved to our community 8 or 7 years ago. There are people who give and who do and who care, and they understand that the future of the Jewish people is wrapped up in knowledge, in understanding our heritage, and MEOR encompasses all those things. And so I think that what they realized was that this was one organization that most probably touched all of their needs.
In particular with MEOR, I met Tom Steinberg. Tom asked me to be on the board, and I said, I'm not joining your board, but I'll come to a board meeting. The board was fabulous. It's mission-oriented. Rabbi Gershenfeld was a delight, and I joined the board.
It was very clear that this was an important cause for us to support, that it would make an enormous difference in the lives of young people.
The people who work there are brilliant, are dedicated, are focused, are interested. MEOR has had a profound influence on a lot of these young people.
The rabbis, they're different. Every one of them is different. They play to their own strengths. And MEOR is an amazing group of people, and they have amazing wives, and I don't know how they get it all done. I know there are a couple of them that really, like Rabbi Gershenfeld, just don't sleep.
Ron and Lisa stand for all those great things that we want to express to our students at MEOR. They stand for people who try to bring meaning, purpose, and beauty to their individual lives, to their family lives, to their business lives, to professional lives, and to the Jewish community.
When I'm in Israel, I take great pleasure in the female college grads, talking to them about all kinds of life choices, and then the simple stuff of, just baking challah with them, nerdy 6 braids and things that are just fun to do because that's what we do every week.
Boston is a great community to raise kids. We've been very, very fortunate in that way. But I think because as kids, where they generally go off to college in a different place, the challenge of retaining identity and associating with what we think are kind of core values becomes more challenging. And I think you have to instill in the kids that sense of value, what is important.
So whoever cares about identity and culture, MEOR is a blueprint for other ethnicities and religions and cultures for how to reach the community of people you want to reach before they disperse.
I met somebody recently who said, I want to tell you a story. My family is totally unaffiliated. He said, my daughter went to college at BU. Somehow she got involved in this MEOR thing. He says it's changed her lives. They suddenly found a set of values which we were never able to give them. And yet now they have this commitment to Judaism and the commitment to raising their kids with the right kind of values, which he said I could never have expected. So he said, whatever MEOR is doing, they should continue to do it.
MEOR plays to each student's strengths. There are students for whom text and intellectual study is important. There are students who come to Israel or go to Poland and really get a feel for Zionism or for a historical moment in time that was defining for the Jewish people. There are kids who end up in Israel for 6 months or a year at a time in internships or in yeshiva studying.
If you can change the life of one young adult, one kid, that has a knock-on effect to many others.
You can't look at that kind of investment and passion and then look away, because MEOR can give them something to hold on to, gives them something to hold on to, who they are.